the Nissan Fairlady C version S, so they also call it the 350Z, has finally comes back for the race in GT Sports. So looks like it's time to get ready for a custom race, and then looks like this is an excellent good car to be good with a 2007 model, and good thing that this is a pretty good premium passionate orange that I just definitely choose. So looks like this will be able to give a good check on the performance on the spec of the 350Z, and looks like max horsepower is 310, torque is the 264.4, weight pound is 3,263, and the drivetrain is FR. Very good, excellent for an N300 car, and looks like 6-speed transmission is definitely included for it. So looks like this is definitely one of the most finest Japanese sports cars that everybody likes. So this is going to be quite get ready to go to have a nice Japanese race to be going in for. So maybe for having a 3-round race, so looks like it's time to go on over to Tokyo Expressway. So this will be able to have everything in to be in congruent order for it. So this will be quite very good for having a JDM car to be able to race in 3 Tokyo Expressway districts to be able to go for. Now, looks like this will be able to have a time conditions to be able to be set up and all in order. But take a good look at this nice interior view by the preview boards. So, looks like I hope that this is definitely a Model C33 for the Nissan 350Z. And looks like this is going to be quite perfect to be making some good replica designs from any other racing games for it. So, looks like I'll be decided to be able to have 4 laps, and then this will be a grid start. Because looks like it's going to be on the N300 challenge, and looks like this is going to be quite a Tokyo tactics to be able to get ready for a 350Z to bring it into the track to be able to race with all the N300 opponents will be able to get ready to be prepared. Now looks like this is going to be good, and then let's get ready to race, and this time I hope the Expo R and the RX 500 is 2 opponents that might be quite going in for it. And it looks like all the other JDM cars is definitely going in for it, and especially the GBD Fuku C is in the starting grid. But take a good look. Few other JDM cars are now welcome, and also Euro and US cars are definitely able to join in for it. Now, looks like this is going to be good to be able to check the starting grid to be able to have all Japanese cars to be listed, and also American cars and Euro cars are definitely able to be joining in for it. But very good. Some of it of the JDM cars are definitely welcome in for the race, because looks like this is pretty excellent to be able to have it in for it. So let's go, and then this is one C-tastic race to be able to go for it. Now let's go in, and then this is going to be an excellent 4-lap challenge to be able to get started for it. So looks like this is a pretty good interior style, because everybody sees that good style and that detail for it. So it also has a good choice to be able to have the right side view on the front driver, because it looks like this is pretty good. And this is definitely also depends to see which type of the version for it. Well, this is definitely the 2007 model with the version S, and well, each other specific Nissan 350Z also has different variation types of models for it, European and US, and also Japan. But this is definitely quite pretty good for a Japanese car to be able to get everything, have that nice turn for it. So luckily, this is definitely a good drift car to be able to use it for it. So same thing like the Nissan Fairlady C as a 1989 model, but this 2007 model is definitely quite very good to be able to quite get it in, to be able to have a good speed and good performance, to be able to have that good style for it. So it looks pretty awesome to be able to have a nice taillight that looks quite very good, and looks like this is pretty good successful model as a 2007 model for it. Well, it is also appeared in Gran Turismo 3 A-Spec as a concept car, which is definitely known as the Nissan C Concept. But good thing that this is definitely quite very expressive to be able to take a good scene for it. But it's also later before Gran Turismo 4 was definitely appear as the full final model of this vehicle. because this is definitely pretty good. And also this will be able to have some aero kits to be able to have something to be installed for it. Now looks like this is going to be able to coming in for it. Second lap, taking a little overtake on the C, and then the gray Nissan 350Z is definitely getting a little chance to catch up for it. So it looks like I'll be able to go in and then overtake the R32 Skyline to be going right in. Very good for that turn. So looks like this is definitely quite very favored for every other Nissan fans. Really like that 350Z. So maybe later on in the future updates. So it looks like they just really want the 370Z is the successful model of the Nissan 350Z. So it looks like this is definitely a pretty good 2007 model, and I hope that we will be able to have a 2009 370Z to be able to join in for it later on for us, because that will be amazing to be able to have another JDM car like the 350Z. So it will be able to use this as a GT Academy variant library design, because this is definitely quite very good to be able to use it by now for it. So looks like this is going to be a good chance to take the Honda NSX Type R. Goes a little chance in and take a little sneak pass onto the RX 500. It looks like the Alpine A110 Premier Edition is coming in to be able to catch up. So looks like this will be able to have a little break to be able to go nice and easy. Now, looks like this is going to be closer in for it. KTM Expo R is going to be able to get on the far gap distance to be able to catch up, because it looks like this is going to be an excellent good run to be able to do by the turns of it. Well, most similarity car models like the Nissan C, well, maybe you guys remember playing Midnight Club 2. Well, it is definitely also has a vehicle for the Nissan 350Z. It's definitely known as the RSMC15. Well, this is pretty good tuner car for it. That was definitely quite giving a good surprise that was definitely seen in Tokyo race. But it is pretty fun. Just like having a good time for it, to be able to have a similarity based from the Nissan 350Z. Now, looks like this is going to be able to go a little bit closer in. Just give a little bit drive easily and drive carefully to be able to have that turns to be able to go on the inside. Then this will be able to get a good advantage to be able to catch up on the Expo R. Okay, going in for it. Might be take a lot of few second gap of distance away for it. There you go. I'll be able to keep that puppy up for a bit. But luckily, Nissan 350Z is definitely a popular car, but definitely used for any tuner cars for it. So maybe you guys really enjoying watching Fast and the Furious Tokyo Drift, because it looks like the 350Z is definitely used by DK Takashi, and so his two other pals is definitely used it for it. But well, unfortunately, I kind of guess that most of you GT fans have really made a good exact replica of this car, of course, because this is definitely quite good, remarkable to be able to use for a little drift. But probably, this is definitely quite very good use for 350Z as a Fast and Furious library. That will be quite very useful to be able to get everything creative. And also, Need for Speed Underground 2, of course, because that was a good library to be able to use it for it. Now, looks like this is coming in for it. JDM Expo R is definitely seen by approaching in the second tunnel, dived in to be closing in. But this is going to be one last chance for the Nissan 350Z to be able to get a little bit chances to catch up, because this is going to be able to have one chance for the JDM car from 0 to hero, and this is going to give a little bit chance to be able to go and take a little grab and take some turns, and then take a little handbrake. We'll be going a little bit slightly easily off for it, and so close, so call, and looks like this is going to be able to get a little bit chances to be able to go for it, and looks like taking a little chance on the final stretch, and so close. Looks like the Expo R takes first, and then Nissan C takes second place. Wow, looks like that was pretty so close to be able to have a nice, good moment to call for it. But looks like the JDM drivers is still going on for having a good time for the race for it. Now, let's see for the race result. Okay, Supra is doing better on the 19th place. Okay, so the other Nissan Skyline is doing possibly okay. Well, looks like race number 1 has finally finished, and this is definitely quite very good improvement for it. So, looks like time to go for the next round of the race, and then this is going to be able to do on East Outer Loop, because looks like this is going to be able to get a good afternoon racing to be able to go for nice clear weather skies to be able to go for it. Now, this time, this will be able to have 3 laps, and this is going to be able to get ready to do for the next round for it. So, looks like, hope this is going to be able to get a good chance to be able to beat the KTM Expo R. But luckily, this will be able to use for the sports medium tires. Will be able to get everything smoothed up to be improved until this will be quite getting ready to go for it. But looks like the successful main rival of the BMW M6, the first gen model, maybe the 2009 model, that was definitely quite very good scene for you sports. Now, looks like ready to go, and then this is definitely going to be able to have round 2 for the next round, and also the different variation track with different laps on it. Now, looks like this is going to be quite good to get ready. So, Tokyo East, round 2 goes in right now. I hope this is going to be able to get everything, get some more draft distance to speed it up. And looks like, good thing that it will be able to have a 6-gear transmission to be able to get some good speed performance, to be able to get an excellent turn for it. Now, here we go. Let's get some drafting on for it. Okay, so a few other JDM cars are definitely going in to have some good speed until approaching on the first turn via off-ramp to be able to go. And there it is. Now, looks like this is going to be able to have some smooth turns to be able to go for it. Now, looks like going in for taking a little off-ramp and taking a little next expressway to be able to go straight to it. Now, looks like R33 Skyline is now in the race along with the R34. But good thing that the R33 Skyline is definitely having a good time since the central outer loop on the first round for it. Now, looks like good thing that 3 Skylines has come together for a trio of moment, because this is going to be an excellent time to be able to have a full Japanese race to be able to go for it. Now, looks like this is going to be able to have a good check on it, switch on to the nice and good looking interior view. Now, luckily, this will be able to have a good chance to take a little overtake inside of this Skyline group to be able to catch up for it. Now, luckily, the Expo R is definitely taking a good head start for it, because it looks like this will be able to do a little bit careful until this will be able to use sport stop tires in case this will be able to have a good efficient handling to be improved for it. Okay, make way. Another 350Z is definitely going on the blue color for it. Taking a little catching up on the NSX Type R. Now, looks like pretty good to be able to look around for it while taking on the long straight, because this is definitely quite very good to be able to see for it. Now, even the function lights is definitely turned on for it, so the tail light is definitely able to produce for it, and especially the fog lights is definitely quite very good to be able to use it in for it, only for the guideline directions to be able to show for it. Now, looks like coming in on the second lap, just going to keep on that speed for it, because 350Z is definitely on the 5th gear to be able to catch up, and then here goes the 6th gear, because this is going to be able to have a good drag advantage to be able to catch up, and then this will be able to go step in, go step out until sliding on the first corner will be able to go in easier for a bit. Alright, very good pass, Mazda RX-7 here at Type R. Now, looks like this is going to be quite excellent for having a JDM car, and well, sometimes Euro and US cars are definitely welcome to be able to have a nice race for it. Alright, here we go. This is going to be able to have a good chance to be able to catch up to the Austrian sports bike. Because 10-second gap, or even 12-second gap, it might be quite getting a little bit challenging to be able to cut things up for a bit. Now, looks like time to get a little bit more smooth drifting to be able to slide it in for it, just to make sure, because this might be able to tap with a little drifting for a later next part for it. Okay, so looks like still going on for it. Looks like the Expo R is still taking a lot of good runs to be able to have a gap increase for it. Now, looks like this is going to be able to have a little bit chance to be able to do the final lap of this race, because I hope this might be able to get a lot of good distance to be able to decrease the gap for a little bit. Now, looks like switch on to 0, and then this will be quite very good to be able to have one last chance for the Fairlady C to be able to go for it. Well, sometimes they always like to call it the 350Z. It was definitely sold as a US car for it, but it looks pretty cool to be able to drive hard, to be able to get some good runs for it. But luckily, different types of the Nissan C is definitely used for the C33 model, but it's definitely used as a 2006 Super GT 500 race car, was definitely quite used in the Autobag Super GT series. Well, occasionally that was been also seen as a Japan Grand Touring Car Championship model for it. Now, looks like I hope this is going to be able to have a Nissan Fairlady C GT500 is going to be in as a Group 2 car for it. But luckily, plenty more GT500 cars only goes by 6, and this is definitely quite very good. But most of the GT fans really want to have more GT500s to be able to join in for it. So, looks like this is going to be coming closer for it. We're going to take a lot of good runs to be able to have some smooth turns to go on wide open for it. Okay, take a little bit of turn, and then we accelerate again. That might be able to go a little bit catching up, and then there's that Expo R. This is going to be able to have a little chance to take it. Okay, coming a little bit closer for it. Just going to have to take one each step turn for it. Pretty clever for an Austrian sports bike to have that good, strong horsepower and performance. But most of the JDM cars is definitely able to race hard to be able to beat the Austrian sports bike, because this is definitely a good lucky advantage for it. Now, looks like this is going to be able to come closer for it. Taking a one-step final turn, we'll be able to go for a little long stretch. Just going to make sure, because this is going to take a little bit wide closer and take it a little bit overtake block to be able to do a little serpentine on it. Alright, this is a good time to be able to use the rear mirror view to be able to take a good look on this one for it. Expo R is trying to find a way to overtake, because it looks like it only has 3 separate lanes to be able to make a one open chance for it. Come on, just gonna get a little bit further chances, and then make way for the checker flag, and then 350Z is coming in from 0 to hero, comes in first place in the second round. That was pretty hard work to be able to use the 350Z. Is definitely quite going on the remarkable for it. Thank you, Model C33, for having a good, excellent run to be able to reach hard, to be able to beat a strong N300 opponent. So luckily, good thing that having some tough earnings will be able to get stacked up boards. But this time, looks like we're almost there to be able to go to the South District variation track, because this time, Tokyo South goes on the nighttime. Well, looks like this is going to be quite good to be able to have a last round segment to be able to go for it. But looks like 350Z is pretty awesome, good looking sports car, because they just really wanted a 370Z is definitely quite very good choice of a car for it. But right now, I guess that everybody thinks that the 350Z is pretty good to be able to have one of the most finest variant of all time is the Nissan GT Academy. But good thing that this is definitely quite good for reminders until this will be able to have one JDM car, or at least two for this January 2019 update. We'll be able to get pretty excited to be able to work things out to get everything better and good choice to be able to have a best quality livery design for it. So right now, on to the final round of this race on the Tokyo Expressway is going on the south. So let's do this, and then this is going to be able to have the one best car for the JDM Japanese car group is going to be going to be representing and go speed for Nissan C for a 350 model. So, looks like this is going to be able to have a little bit tough challenge to be able to go for it when racing on Tokyo South. So this is going to be able to have a good straight distance to be able to have some draft, and then this will climb up to be able to go easier and better. Right, excellent job. Then this time this will be able to have a little flying corner to be approached. Going on to the dockyard corner, and then this is going to be quite an excellent turn to be able to go for it. Now, looks like this will be able to have a little chance for all the JDM cruise cars will be able to get a little bit chance to be able to be determined to see which one is going to be the first place driver of all. But luckily, they're just challenging themselves to be able to race to beat the KTM Expo R to reach the final lap of the race. Now, looks like this will be able to get one good chance. Then go slide it in on that turn in the tunnel to be able to go up ahead. Alright, coming in. Just going to make one safe space to be able to make an approaching overtake on the Mazda RX-7. Goes in for taking a little hairpin corner to be able to take a little smooth slide it in. Those chances to have that right turn, and then this will be able to go directly over to the off-ramp section. So it looks like still going on for a 12-second gap. Expo R is definitely giving a little bit more chances to be able to increase the gap runs for it. Right, so it looks like this is going to be able to get a little bit tougher around here. Just gonna get that TCS 0 to turn it off, and then this is gonna get a little bit bumpy here. We're having a little bit final turn to be going in for. Now looks like going in on to the second lap, almost there to get a little bit chance to be able to have some far run distance to be able to catch up for us. So luckily, because this is definitely giving a little bit less chance to be able to have a little bit few other cars to overtake for it. So this will be able to check on the red mark that also shows for the number gap distance for us. So luckily it also shows on for the number of the kilometer distance is definitely shown for it. But good thing that I'm just using the mileage to be able to show for it, because this is definitely quite good to be able to have one good distance tool to be able to use it for it. Now, looks like Hyperion-Blue-GT R33 Skyline and the Alpine Premier Edition A110 model is definitely still going on for it. Now, looks like they're still trying to give a little hard time to reach up to the KTM Expo R to be able to go for it. Now, better to take a little check on the front bumper effect for it whenever it's going to be reaching onto the tunnel for it. So, looks like it's still going on for it. Taking a few other scratches for it. Okay, so looks like still taking a lot of good second gap distance far away from it. But luckily, this race is going to be very difficult to be able to beat the KTM Expo R in first place. Now it looks like you're going to have to take a little nice inside turn and then goes catching up again for it. So very good, because gap distance are decreasing slowly for it, but this will be able to take a little chance to have to do a little patience for it while you're running on second place. But this time, this will be able to have a good bolt-on strategy edge to be able to use the inside turns. That might help. Okay, coming in, take inside last turn and then goes in for the final lap. But this will continue as to be able to come closer for it. The Expo R is still going in for it. I just saw something. Because it looks like this is going to be quite good to have one last chance to be able to go when taking the final lap. And luckily, spectators are definitely showing up for it. Pretty good to have spectators on the buildings. That might be quite very good use for it. Now, looks like coming back in on the flying corner dock, because this is going to be quite very easier to be able to slow down much nice and neat for it. Okay, goes in and take that corner to be able to masterize for it. But luckily, this is going to be able to have one good chance to be able to have a little bit good drive to be able to use for it. This might be able to catch up for it. Now, looks like once it's about to be taking on that tunnel, because this might be able to get a little chance to be able to see things up for it. Hope this might be able to have a good gear adjustment to be able to speed it up much closer for it. Well, luckily, this is definitely on default transmission gear, so this will be able to have a good improvement test to be able to work things out for it. But good news, 350Z is finally comes in first place. Now, looks like this is going to be able to have a good efficient handling to be able to catch up for it. Good thing taking a little comeback might be able to catch things up for a bit. Now, looks like this is going to be able to have a little bit much more important strategy to be able to come closer for it. Now, looks like entering on the technical S turns is going to be quite tougher. And looks like Expo R comes back and then I comes back again for it. Taking a little neck on neck, we'll be able to do a little pass by pass. Okay, so it looks like getting a little bit chance to be able to catch up for it. This might be able to work things out, to be able to have a hard racing strategy to be able to come closer for it. And it looks like 350Z has finally reached the checker flag on the finish line. That was a pretty good South-tastic race on Tokyo Expressway South, and it looks like that was a pretty good run for an excellent to be able to get everything done for. So, looks like pretty good to be able to have the R33 Skyline to be able to catch up to the top three. So, looks like that was a pretty good close call for it. But now, looks like this is definitely quite good to be able to have a daily workout distance complete. So, this is definitely a quite pretty good 3-lap race challenge on the second round and third round for it. But the first round, that's just putting on some 4 laps, so that might be able to work out for it. So that will be quite giving a good, excellent choice for it. But that was a one good 350C race for a custom race event, folks, because this will be able to have a good choice to be able to have a 370C for the next update for it. But this time, daily workout complete. This time, this is going to be a good car to be received, and looks like a BMW M3 Motorsport is definitely going in to be received as well. Perfect second car to be used as a variant. But luckily, I hope that this is definitely quite good for receiving another BMW M3 GT to be quite good for as another livery variant for it. So, looks like the Nissan 350Z version S, but sometimes they only calls it the 350C as the 2007 model. But looks like it's pretty good premium car, and it's definitely quite very perfect for all the JDM favors who really wants that Nissan C model C33 is definitely quite very good for it. Perfect JDM car, and they really wanted to have this to be able to use for race events for it. So maybe for the next custom race, good thing that the best time to be able to use for the Honda Integra Type R DC2 model 1998, one classic JDM cars of the 1990s. Good time that this is definitely quite giving a good time to be prepared for. Well folks, glad that you really enjoyed this race. Thank you very much. So thanks for watching. So be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe on YouTube, and don't forget to click the bell for some notification for some uploads if you see something for more. And don't forget the links on the description down below if you want to see more, if you're interested enough. Well, that was a pretty good Nissan 350C for this race, so thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time on Gran Turismo Sport, and I'll see you guys later. Keep on racing, stay cool.